Welcome back, everyone. Yes, it's going to be one of those interviews. One of my favorite guests, Teddy Foster, who's the campaign director for UPH, Universal Preservation Hall in Saratoga. Actually, she's the president, but she makes me call her campaign director. Welcome back.
Great to be here, Jesse. Thank you.
So, a little vacation for you tucked in between all of this nonsense?
A little bit.
Okay.
I missed one snowstorm, so.
Good, good. Actually, it's well-deserved, and the reason I'm saying that is that you've been on this mission from God to make absolutely certain that this Universal Hall, Preservation Hall project meets its goals along the way. One of those, of course, being a financial obligation that you're going to be faced with in getting this building done. Yeah. So let's start there.
Yes.
We've got some great news.
Yes,
from
we
the
do.
Restore New York. Mm-hmm. Tell us.
We were thrilled. We were awarded $750,000 from Restore New York program last week. It was thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. And we were very, very happy. As you can imagine, the city of Saratoga applied on our behalf. Mm-hmm. And it was really important because Saratoga County has never been awarded a Restore New York grant before. Mm-hmm. I think that's correct. I'm 99% sure that's correct. Mm-hmm. And the reason why we got it is the purpose of Restore New York is to update the urban core of a city.
Yes, right, sure.
And really that's what we're doing with UPH is improving our urban core. Mm-hmm. So needless to say, we were tickled pink at the results. And Michelle Madigan was the one that really pushed for that. And UPH worked with her to get the grant paperwork done, and we were thrilled. Mayor Kelly called me and told me the good news, and I just started crying. I mean, it's great.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, how hard you work. You know, I want to cycle back on a couple of things you're talking about. You know, Michelle Madigan, who's a frequent guest here also, boy, that's another person just like yourself. You know, you set your mind to it, you get it done.
Yeah, she's a doer.
She's a doer. She really is. And she's very dedicated to this one, I know, because I had talked to her about it.
She's a friend of UPH, for sure.
Yes, without a doubt. And the other thing is, you know, when you talk about these kinds of grants for restoring urban centers and things like that, the core of cities, that it could be any different kind of enterprise. But the fact that it's UPH adds another dimension because of the value it brings to this community in terms of arts and culture, and the kind of people that it will bring into the city and just enhance the overall image of this city in terms of its importance in culture and in arts, right?
To have the city apply for that on our behalf was very gratifying to us because it validated that they really believe in what we're doing.
Yes, right.
And they understand how important UPH will be when it opens to the long-term good, healthy economics here downtown.
Yes, absolutely right.
I couldn't have asked for more. I was so pleased.
Gotcha. Now, you still got more money to raise, I know that.
We still are in fundraising mode.
And the whole idea of really hitting that goal, outside of the fact that you need the money to be able to do the project, you said something to me that really that struck me. When I asked you, I said, you know, all right, so you need to raise the money. And I said, why do you want to raise that money? Do you know what you said to me?
Yeah, I said, we want to raise it because we want to make sure that we have enough money so that this building is going to be state-of-the-art and will give our patrons the most exquisite possible experience that they can have on all different levels. And it takes money to do that, so we just keep raising it.
But it's very interesting that you went to the whole idea of giving someone the ultimate experience.
Yeah.
Now, the plans for UPH, by the way, are a little different than what we're thinking about. There's a concept in our world called theater in the round. And that just means that all the seats physically surround the stage, so the artist gets to work the audience in many different ways. And a lot of people will attest to the fact it's a much more intimate environment as well. Not an easy way, not an easy design. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah,
right?
It's not what we originally started thinking about, but we went to it because there are acoustic problems upstairs in the Great Hall. And as a matter of fact, there's a huge sound delay. And we want to ensure that people are going to have a primo experience when they come in there to hear something. And it just made sense to us to consider the theater in the round perspective because we can almost guarantee a spectacular sound experience because we're bringing the audience in closer.
Yeah, sure.
It's just going to be phenomenal.
Yeah,
It's going to be great. It's going to be the hottest ticket in town.
Are you selling me, dear?
I'm selling already.
Well, you can certainly tell how she feels about it. Now the bids are out. I think they're coming back end of April, right?
Yeah, bids
and
are
then
out.
the decision will be made soon thereafter.
Yeah, we hope to. We'll make our decision in early May.
Yeah.
And whoever's awarded the contract, we have over 10 companies are bidding our job.
Whoa.
So a lot of work there. I seem to be there every day showing it to somebody or the other, which is great. And hopefully with construction schedules, if they allow, we can, hoping and praying that we would be starting our construction in June.
Right, and then with a planned year, a year later.
Yeah,
right?
we are planning on a grand reopening in late 2019, so
Yeah,
before
got
the
it.
end of that year, which people tell me is relatively quick, but they feel that they can do it in that amount of time. So.
Yes, right, got you. If you know this building, by the way, just in case you don't know, it's one of the most beautiful historic buildings in Saratoga, and the main hall that she's referring to would take your breath away. You know, I've traveled through Europe and whatever, and I'm telling you, you go into the main hall of Universal Preservation Hall and you really stop for a second.
Yeah, it's got such a wonderful energy to it
oh
as
my
well.
God, it's wonderful. Now, there are ongoing events. I do want to just, I know we've got things going on at Scallions, you've got things coming up out at the lake in the summer, and of course we've got Shaken and Stirred coming up, right? Still
Shaken and Stirred is going to be killer this year. It's May 17th at Saratoga National. And if you've never been, it's corporate teams vie against each other to see who can raise the most tips. We have killer teams this year, 8 of them that'll compete against each other. It's going to be so much fun.
I don't know about anybody else out there, but when Sonny Bonaccio decides to be a bartender, I always find him. That man knows how to pour.
He's not tending bar this year.
Oh,
no, no.
Then I'm not going. Augie's, by the way, if you don't know about Augie's in Saratoga, Italian food, good Italian food. That's an ongoing fundraiser,
yeah,
right?
Augie is just wonderful. He's showing UPH the love. It's been going on for a month and a half. It's on Monday nights, every other Monday in Boston Spa, and every other Wednesday in Saratoga. The next one is April 11th up here in Saratoga. A portion of the proceeds from all takeout that night benefits UPH. And it's just wonderful because aside from the fact that we're making some money with it, he's been wonderfully generous with that, that we're building awareness of our venue and what it's all going to be. And that's a big part of what we're trying to do now.
Oh, Teddy, well, it's great. Thank you for taking the time. I know you're really busy to stop in and give us an update. And we'll have you back before Shaken and Stirred. I know I can't have you back afterward. It takes a couple of days to kind of like get your
yeah, we're pretty exhausted after that. But there's no cover charge to get in at Saratoga National. It's beautiful. Usually it's a beautiful night. And there's always really interesting things that happen.
Oh, there's a good event,
Yeah.
All right, Teddy, great to see you.
Thank you so much, Jesse. I really love being here.
To see this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.